How many times have we? You might as well laugh. Welcome to our Might As Well Laugh podcast.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fun one. I'm excited. After how many times did you
Try to get you to do this?
Chat GPTs.
Yeah.
No, I was saying Chat
this.
GPT.
Yeah, we chat GPT this name. How you guys like it?
We went from what? When shit goes wrong to
To keep it a real goes wrong.
something about blends.
Nuts in a blender.
I don't know what the hell Chat GPT was throwing at you, but oh my God.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Kristen.
And you all know us.
Yes. I texted Sarah, last week? And I was like, we're doing a podcast. We're finally doing it.
Finally, after a year. That's what I was trying to say. A year later, here we are. So bravo.
I was nervous.
It's all right. Well, welcome to the podcast. We're with Kristen.
Yeah, Sarah's done a ton of these, so I'm a newbie. I was definitely nervous all day, but it's fine. It's all good. I'm fine.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good.
She's got her Peaky Blinders on. She's chilling. She can't even see you.
You wanted to put your glasses on too once you saw mine. Don't even lie.
I did.
You did. You're like, should I put my glasses on?
I did.
So anyway, the reason why I finally grew a set and texted her is honestly, I feel like you and I have gone through so much in the last, I would just say 6 months. I mean, we've gone.
I feel like it's been ongoing.
Yeah.
But like a real, we definitely go through our stuff at the same time.
100%.
As I go for, it always me first.
You're first.
And then it's right after that, it's you.
You know what? That's why I will allow your name to come first in the podcast.
Like, Kristen, guess what? And then you're like, oh, babe. And then 2 days later, you're like, guess what?
I'm like, that sucks. And then, then it happens to me. And I'm like, But yeah, I feel like the last 6 months have been a nightmare-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, lots of good things have happened too, though. I don't want to discredit that.
Right.
It's not like you and I are just down in the dumps all the time, but we've had to be very resilient. But anyway, for our background.
Yeah, let's tell them how we met.
Yeah. So I don't think I've ever shared this with you.
Oh, God.
So the first time I didn't meet you.
Okay.
I was in the gym with my buddy.
Okay.
And I'm not going to name names, but he was like, oh, do you know that girl? And I was like, no. And he was like, her name's Sarah. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, she's got a really nice ass. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty big. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, she's really into doing shows and she's kind of like a big deal. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, don't care.
I'm like, all right. And then I think he pulled you up on Instagram and I think I started following you then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, way before you even started the Saint and mascara stuff. And then
this is how long before I actually started?
This was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I was going to Gold. I think I was still married at the time. It was 2017, 18.
Oh, wow.
Something like that.
Well, no, because, yeah. So it was right before I got married.
Yeah.
Right around then.
That's when I first laid eyes on Sarah.
Well, I had no idea who Kristen was. I'm a nobody. And I needed a lash artist during COVID. Everyone was being a little, they were really scared. And this little hustler over here took me in.
Well, when the salons all opened, I feel like that whole week before salons opened back up after COVID, all of us were like, we got to get in our services because.
Yeah, but let's not lie. We were working the whole time.
100%. I was in the basement lashing at JD's house.
We were
absolutely.
Doing it. Ooh, that's a good touch. We could touch on that topic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, because honestly, COVID is why I became a business owner.
Yeah.
100%. It definitely fueled my want and need to be in control of my finances and have more growth opportunity.
Right.
It
wasn't because of me. Come on.
You fucking wish.
You fucking asshole.
Why would it be because of you?
I was the one that was like, you need to open up your own spot. And you're like, I'll never do that.
Yeah. So then you know what I did? I went home and I was like, Sarah is right.
She was lashing me and I had my eyes closed and I was like, you need to be a business owner. And you're like, never, ever. It was all because of me.
You know what? We'll just ride with that. That's fine. If that makes you feel better, we'll ride with that.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, but you definitely planted a seed. I mean, there was like another seed, and then you planted another seed, and then those two seeds.
Well,
grew.
I just saw a side to her that like I'd never seen with like a free. What were you? Did you
for Amy?
Yeah, you weren't really freelancing. You were renting or you were working?
I was just working I was commission and. To be completely honest with you, like I was very happy working for Amy. For me, it was like at the time I was 31 and lashing is very strenuous on your body.
Yeah.
Jesus. It's a lot. And I really got to the point where I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this for the rest of my life and retire, comfortably, like financially. So, and I'm an esthetician. I went to school for skin. I didn't go to school just to do lashes. And
that's what you were kind of only doing, right?
I was only doing lashes and brows, and I was doing some makeup, but I was kind of getting away from that. And then I don't know, I just was like, I really want to get back into skin. And I knew that like the direction that I wanted to take with skin wasn't going to fit within Amy's business. She owns a hair salon. I would have had to ask her to invest an incredible amount of money into.
But even when you went to Cornwall, you weren't doing skin there, were you?
I was doing a little bit. I had gotten certified for microneedling, dermaplaning, and at that point, it was just more like result-driven skincare, like without the bells and whistles, without the spa feel, just like result-driven. Right. And that was the angle that I was going for in the beginning because that's all I could do. I didn't have a spa. I didn't have, it was a one-room suite. So that was a big part of it for me. And when I approached Amy and I let her know, she understood it, honestly. She was like, I get it, you got to do it.
Same thing for her. We all grow.
Yeah.
I think that's a really important topic to touch on because we do understand that eventually,
absolutely.
I worked for somebody, you did, Amy did, like we get it. And that's 100%. A big topic that we're going to touch on.
Absolutely.
On this podcast, for sure.
Yeah. So we'll definitely talk about that. I want to talk about, how being an entrepreneur affects your life personally.
Yeah.
And, the things that you miss with family and friends and friendships that you think are friendships that are no longer.
Right.
And the toll that takes on you as a person.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people forget that business owners are people and we have feelings.
Yeah.
And,
and that we're just trying to just navigate the best decision for our business, really. It's really not on a personal attack on anybody or anything, right? We have families and children and, we're also protecting the girls that work there. And it's just like a whole thing that I don't think.
It's so big.
It's so big.
It's so big.
The umbrella is
so big. Yeah, we want to talk about that and, relationships and how you have to prioritize your relationship amongst
all the business, all the other things.
All the other stuff you have to do.
Especially, I think, like, in your relationship and my relationship, like, it was hard for both parties to understand, like, what the amount that we work.
Oh, 100%.
And, like, the emotional side that we put in. And I think from the years of knowing and just talking, like, they're pretty cut and dry, like our other halves were. Yeah. And they just like, you got to keep it cut and dry. And we're like, and it's like,
it doesn't work that way.
It doesn't. But honestly, realizing it now, probably
it is. Yeah, you know what? The biggest thing for me is, even though my significant other isn't a business owner, he, for the most part, is pretty smart in terms of like knowing when things are wrong and when things are right. And he is so black and white.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, no, I want to live in the gray area.
Yeah.
And he's like, too fucking bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't. And not when it comes to business.
No,
and that's
9 times out of 10, he's always right. It
yeah.
pisses me off sometimes. But that is so important, though, to have like a team behind you, people who support you, whether it's a significant other, friends, family. Like, I don't know what I would do without that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And touching on social media and motherhood, I think that's going to be an important topic too. How we navigate the drama and the hate and
betrayal.
The betrayal, the disloyalty. It's all going to be part of the series.
Yeah.
And the hardships. Really, I think everybody sugarcoats it and makes it look like so glamorous in this beauty industry. And it's literally not.
It's not.
And honestly, it's getting worse. I've been in the beauty industry for almost 15 years. Yeah. And you too, right?
I've been an esthetician for almost 10 years this summer, but I've been a business owner for almost 5.
Yeah.
So I'm a little behind you, but I think almost 5 years is enough for me to get a feel for how things are. And it's been a journey. I have learned so much about myself as a person through business owning. It's actually insane.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm so, to be able to talk to you about this is because we literally operate the same way as far as how we grind. And I feel like me and you are I can't really compare myself to anybody else when it comes to that.
Our work
me and you
ethic
are
is pretty.
we're up at 5 a.m. I text her immediately. You know, I'm driving at 7 a.m. after I drop him off, and I'm talking to you on the phone. We're talking that early in the morning, and it's literally not shooting the shit, really. I mean, it is.
We are, but at the same time, I feel like when you and I get together, we think so big, both of us.
And we're sharing.
Always, always playing ideas off of each other. And, even though you've been doing this longer than I have, I feel like we both have such a, profound respect for each other. And there's never, and I mean, I speak for myself. I think I could speak for you too. There's never been an ounce of competition or any jealousy.
Yeah.
And that's also hard to find. And so when I find someone like that, when I, have a connection like that, I cherish it. Because not a lot of people are like that.
No.
And, when you think big and you find someone else who thinks big, it's like, oh my God, let's think big together.
Exactly. Exactly. I think that's honestly it's the opposite with a lot of, and we hope, I think, to help you guys learn to try to think that way, because it's not a competition. We're all in this together, and there's enough for us, for us all. People, clients, everything. The whole.
You're only hurting yourself by being jealous and trying to put other business owners down, other artists down, putting their work down, even if you genuinely are not impressed by someone else's work.
Oh, how many times have we talked about that? When other artists are bashing, this is not my work.
I hate that. I hate that. Just don't.
Just don't.
It puts a bad taste in your followers' mouths.
Because listen, we all started from the bottom.
100%.
Who?
100%. And you don't know. You don't know.
You don't know what somebody's going through or how hard they tried, right?
You also don't know. People
and
lie.
You don't have to be, that too, but you don't have to be a pro to be I get it. You see bad work all the time. You're especially in your industry. I mean, I see it too. I see it all the time. I get girls come in and they got streaky foils and lines and bleed marks. And I'll flip the hair up and not my work.
No, you can't do that. It's just I don't know. It's not classy.
It's actually trashy. It's kind of hell.
It's trashy.
Yeah. And listen, we probably all did it. Maybe. Yeah. We've all done it.
Yeah. But I've learned.
It's not a good look.
I've learned. I'm very observant.
Yeah.
I'm very observant.
Yeah.
I'll be on social media and I'll see something that I don't like and I'll note take. I'm like, don't ever do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, from another artist a million miles away. It doesn't even have to be in our area.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I follow artists from all over. It's not even just local people. And sometimes you see things and you're like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that, I don't know, I'm losing my train of thought. I got all caught up in it. So anyway, I got off track. But the reason why I texted you last week was because right now at this point in time in my life, professionally and both personally, I don't feel like I'm where I want to be. I'm not taking care of myself. I literally hardly do anything for myself. My business is doing well, but it is consuming so much of my time that I am just like, when you can feel like
a breakthrough,
not a breakthrough, a breakdown,
like a mental breakdown.
Like I'm this close
like
to a
boarded,
mentee
padded room.
Yeah.
Stretched like
I'm like getting close and I don't like it. That's one thing I can say about myself. I see things a little bit before they happen.
Like you see dead people?
Bitch. Yo, you always do that. I'll be thinking she's so serious, right? Like we're in a conversation and like, I'm like, oh yeah, Sarah's into it. And she'll say some fucking dumb shit like that. And I'm like, all right. No.
Might as well laugh.
Oh, look at that. You're funny.
Okay, back.
No, but like I can feel myself like getting really fucking burnt out. Like I'm burnt out. And like I'd say the last 3 months have been the hardest for me. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not at the top of my game right now. I'm not like killing it in all categories. What a perfect time to chat it out with my girl.
I love that.
Because I feel like a lot of people do these podcasts like when they're like on their shit, like
so many good things to talk about.
I have so much to share. I have all the answers to life.
Yeah,
like I
know.
I have like some answers, but I'm also figuring shit out.
Spiraling.
Yeah. I'm like spiraling down and then I climb up and then I spiral down and then I climb up. And I guess in a way that probably is part of what we do, right? Being a mom, being an entrepreneur, being just a woman in general. It's not always going to be, up. It's, you're up and down. Yeah. So, but the last couple months have been really, really hard and I'm having a hard time finding balance.
All right. What are you struggling with?
Boundaries between work and personal life. Like I'm working 6 days a week. I'm working Monday through Saturday. I'm usually at the studio by like 8:30 and Tuesdays and Thursday nights, I'm not out till like 8 and I'm burnt out.
I know how that feels.
It's a lot.
It's hard because I always say like, take it while it comes.
I know.
Take it while it comes.
No, I know, but that's such a double-edged sword.
I know it is.
Because you get into that like, that momentum of like, you see that money coming in and at what point are you sacrificing too much of everything else?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at right now. So I am going to stop working Saturdays starting in March, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah. That's important.
Yeah. I need Saturdays with my family. Because
Saturday and Sunday.
Because
you're working Mondays.
Yeah. Sunday's my only day off. Yeah. And like I have 3 kids. So, I have a 16-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 3-year-old. And they all need me in such different ways. That I'm feeling very spread thin, and it's not. I can't maintain it. It's just not gonna.
Not obtainable.
No, it's not gonna work for an extended amount of time. So, I have sat down and I've thought of like a plan how I can fix it. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna start with taking Saturdays off, and then I want to get back into the gym, which you know how I am. I get back in the gym and I'll be going hard, and then I just stop.
Yeah.
Like
you're
that.
Very I don't know how you do that.
I don't know.
Like literally you'll go 3-4 days a week to like the CrossFit or whatever that you did, and then you just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to work on that.
Yeah. Like you're so good. You like always do the gym.
Because if I don't, because I will literally fucking rip somebody's head off. You're like,
see, I just drink wine.
Yeah, well, I do both.
Yeah, but at least you combat it with like a healthy lifestyle. Yeah. I see you in your gross ass breakfast with your fucking peanut butter eggs.
You don't like?
I honestly sometimes see some of the shit that you eat and I want to die.
Gross ass peanut butter? Like how is peanut butter gross?
No, your peanut butter eggs. You put peanut butter on eggs. I know. That's disgusting. I wouldn't feed that to my dog.
Why?
That's so nasty. How do you eat that? No, seriously, I look at her stories and I'm like, gross. I mean, she looks great, but ew. As I'm eating fettuccine Alfredo, okay? No, I've been on a Burger King kick and I'm disgusted with myself. Oh, you're any better? I'm disgusting too, but in a completely different way.
Your farts probably stink.
Honestly, Yeah, I mean, it's not good.
No. How do you lash? Your belly's not like bloop, 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 bloop.
I'm like a Labrador Retriever. I have a stomach of steel. I could eat anything, and I'm good.
Then I can chug egg whites.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta get on your level with food.
You have a texture problem. You told me that.
I do. It's all texture for me. Like I could eat like grilled chicken and rice every day.
Dirtiest thing.
Not this episode, Sarah.
Fine.
Save it
That's
for
normal. What's the next topic?
I don't even know.
All right. Well, you're spiraling.
So in addition to spiraling, I've had some pretty shitty experiences at work. With some people that have worked for me. 2024 was like a really big smack in the face.
Mine was 2 years straight.
Yours was 2 years straight?
Yeah, 2023 and 2024.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
What?
Honestly, I give you so much credit. Like you definitely are I think stronger than I am. I'm a little bit more emotional than you are. Yeah. I've had the last year, 2024. So yeah, 2024 was a year that I learned a lot about where I actually stand with other people when it comes to being a business owner.
Yeah.
I used to really think that people cared about like me as a person. They don't care.
Give a shit.
Like people who work for you actually don't care. There may be some, but at the end of the day, they care about themselves more.
Of course.
And I guess that's not a bad thing.
No.
Right? Like that's how it probably should be.
Right.
So that was like a big wake up moment for me when I had like my third person leave on a bad note. I was like, all right, it's time to go into like protection mode and start really, putting myself and my business before other people.
Because do you understand? It's literally about them. We care about them. They care about them.
Yeah.
It's really it.
Yeah.
It's very black and white.
I know.
There's no caring about us.
I know.
We're the opportunity.
Wrapping my head around that though. That was really hard for me.
We're the opportunity.
Yeah, I know.
They're not doing it for us and our business.
I know. I know.
They're doing it for their paycheck.
I know. And that's how it should be.
Right.
But like because I guess I have been doing this, definitely been doing this less than you. I have been doing it now 4.5 years. When I hired my first person, it was like, I didn't want people working for me.
I remember.
It came to me. And then another person came to me and I was like, wow, people want to work for me. This is awesome. And I was like, oh, I want to like teach them how to do lashes and I want to build them. And I was so like,
amazing.
That's what drove me.
Same.
Is building other women. And I genuinely loved doing that so much. I loved watching girls work for me, start with 0 clients and become fully booked. Like what a flex, right?
Of course.
Like I loved that. And now I'm like, I'm having a really hard time finding that drive to build other women. It's really hard. And that is because last year I was, how do you describe, like, I don't want to say, was I betrayed? Like, is that
1,000%.
Right?
1,000%.
I know. I go to therapy every 3 weeks. I've been doing therapy
for 3 years,
my
longer
entire adult life. I've been going to therapy. And I was just talking to my therapist about it. And, she was like, wow, this last year has really weighed heavy on you. Like, this is like taking up a lot of your mental space, isn't it? And I was like, honestly, it is. And I'm like, I don't know what to do about it.
Well, we've talked about this. You have girlfriends that have been in your life for so long and that are so loyal to you. Yep. And you have a really tight friend girl group.
Yep.
And it's like, you kind of like think it's the same
at work. And it's not. It's not. That was hard for me to learn.
It was hard for me too. I'm not saying it wasn't for sure.
Yeah. This was the biggest lesson for me. A hardest lesson for me.
I had girls come to my wedding that worked for me.
I know. That's true.
Mm-hmm. So it was like same thing years ago for me, 8 years ago.
Yeah, and like you watch these girls like go through hardships of their own, and you do what you can for them on a personal level, and whatever it is you can do to make them better, feel better, or happier. You do it.
They're right.
And
because I think for us, it's for them. It's not really for us. Like they think it's for us because it's really not. Like I love to like literally help. And
me too.
And grow and build women.
Me too. And I genuinely, and like you said, I've had.
But then when we put the kibosh, we're the bad guy.
Yeah. Oh.
When we pull the rug,
she's selfish.
She sucks.
So how many times in the last 2 years do you think someone has said that about you? All those things. You're a bitch. You're selfish.
Like at least 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. At least 10.
Yeah. So what has been the hardest for you in the last 2 years? What are you?
All the same things. You know what I mean? I'm divorced, 2 houses, bills, this, that, feeling the same pressure of personal life and family life.
Now you're dating. You're in the dating world.
Yeah. Time away from Graham. The amount of time I've spent away from Graham to try to provide and support and build this life that is taking, like I just said, a carpet being taken right from underneath me,
Yeah.
So yeah, and losing all 4 girls at once. That was
yeah.
All in 1 week,
You know what I think for when that happened to you, for me, I was like, wow, because you have such a big following on social media. I don't. So like when shit happens for me, I feel like I have more privacy, whereas you don't. And I don't know how you do that.
Because everybody wants to blast. Everybody wants to put my stuff out there.
Yep.
Everybody's talking. It's way more like not to say it's not heavier, but it's way more.
Well, no, I had people asking me
about me,
about you. Yeah. Like, what happened with Sarah? Like, is Sarah okay? And I'm like, Sarah's fine. Sarah's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, like,
well, honestly, I mean, a lot of like a lot of my stuff is faith-based. Like I really wrap my whole heart around that. I really do. And I think that's what helps me because I had this inside of me, like the whole Sagar headquarters. This was all like a thought. And that. We talked about that.
We did.
Nobody knew that. I didn't tell a lot of people, but
you literally said to me.
You guys kind of knew a little bit, right? And then it's like, I was like, how could I ever stop angels? How could I ever stop angels?
I know.
Like I could never, right? Like I was afraid like what people would think. You
were afraid of what would happen for the girls. You were like, what am I going to do with the girls?
How could I like take their,
what are they going to do?
And then boom, it just happened.
Yeah. Naturally. So I mean, you put things out there and it does. I'm not faith-based like you. I mean, I have my own relationship with God, but I do believe in putting things out there into the universe, and watching it come true. You got to put it out there though. You have to put that energy out there, A lot of my career has been thinking bigger than what I am.
Yeah.
And watching it actually come true. And I think that can actually apply in all categories of life is, think big about yourself, about what you want, where you want to go, who you want to be. And it will happen.
Power. Yep. You got to speak it into existence, laws of attraction. I believe in all of that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say that all of this is terrible because obviously we wouldn't be doing it. Right. If it was really that bad, would we be doing it? But you definitely have to be a certain kind of person to withstand the ups and downs of everything that goes on as an entrepreneur, has a family. And
I don't think people realize what it takes. I really don't. I don't think people realize what it goes into it. Like, now you can go in these studios or whatever and you can open the doors with literally 0 down.
Yeah.
Maybe first month's rent.
Yeah.
But in order to open the doors of your place or mine, it's 20, 30 grand. Like we're already, you know what I mean?
I don't actually know the exact numbers because I don't want to think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not true. I don't believe that for 1 second. You know exactly.
No, I don't know.
That's not a fucking calculator every 2 seconds.
I know. So one funny thing about Sarah and I is we talk like obviously about business a lot and I'm a math nerd and You're not.
No,
you're not a math nerd. But that's one thing about us that's great. Like I'm good at some things, you're good at other things, and I feel like we just mesh really well. But anyway, back to what we were saying. Like for me personally, we get up at 5?
Yeah.
Right? I get up at 5. I'm working on my computer from 5 to 7. I get myself ready from 7 to 8. I'm in the studio Monday through Saturday. And then how much of your personal time do you actually spend doing shit for your business?
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's
replying to DMs, responding.
Owner-operator is, come on.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. But then we're doing actual services.
And we're artists.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that like at some point, a lot of women have to make the decision, like, do I want to be a business owner or do I want to be an artist?
That's my biggest struggle. I think that's why I was like, I can't do this anymore. I literally can't.
Yeah.
I can't. Because I could never just be like the business owner and just not do hair.
Yeah, I could never either. I genuinely do love being an artist.
Same. But then when I'm behind the chair, forget it. Everybody wants me. Everybody wants you. Yeah. It's really what it is. It's what it comes down to. And then I think that's a whole topic we can touch on ourselves. Like they want us.
It's been such a long time that I have been trying not to take so many new clients. In return, I'm building other girls' books. You know what I mean? And like that is so that I could have more time to run the business. But then it's also an opportunity to build the other girls.
Yeah.
And like people don't realize
what that takes.
Like that's
it's my name on the line, damn it.
100%.
That's like me vouching for anybody. Like I don't do that. I don't do that.
Yeah.
Like not even my own family.
Yeah. I know. Really.
That's huge for me. And then I go and do it. I'm already backpedaling when I do shit like that. I feel like.
Hey, it happens. What is this? Might as well laugh. I don't know why I keep forgetting the name of our podcast. Where am I? Am I okay? Am I good?
You're so good, bro. Alrighty, folks, and that's a wrap.
Thanks for listening, guys. But yeah, this is 5 episodes.
Yep.
We're gonna chat about all the fun things that you might as well just laugh at, right?
Yeah, we're going to make you guys laugh.
Yeah, and then
this is going to be like a limited edition series. So yeah, follow me at Sarah O'Flaherty on Instagram. You can follow Sagar Beauty.
Yeah, I don't remember the Instagram handle of my studio because I've changed it so many fucking times.
Oh gosh. All right, follow Kristen Kane at backwards E or 3 or some weird thing.
No, it's the Lash Studio _ Skin Spa.
So fucking weird. Bye.
Follow me. Okay. Follow me at Kristen Kane Aesthetics. It's actually only 1 E. The last name.
It's a 3.
Can you just fucking caption it? Can you just write it? Follow me at, here's my Instagrams. Caesar's gonna put them on the screen. See ya.